Ai, papazinho. Hello, Papa. Hello, you baby girl. Hello, Papa. Tex. Come on, Tex. Hi, say hi, Papa. Hi, y'all. Just getting home, and the sun's going down. Hello, Papa. Hey, so I want to talk to y'all about. Oh, look at these. Pretty. About the Cane Corso noise level and their bark. A little bit about how loud their bark is. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Ooh, their bark is loud. See what? Where's that, Papa? Let's go see. Come on. Go see. Go see. Come on. Let's go. Let's go see. Come on. This is. Oh. We're gonna go see what this is. What's that, Papa? What's that, Oz? What is it? Probably a deer. Was that a deer? Come on, Oz. No, that wasn't a deer. That was the neighbors that they heard on the other side of the fence. But yeah, isn't that amazing? We were all the way back there, and then they heard the neighbors doing some yard work or something, I guess. They ran right to it. But anyways, no, I wanted to talk about the Cane Corso noise level, because when I first got my first Cane Corso Aussie right there, I didn't realize how loud and what a problem it was gonna be for the neighborhood that I was living in at the time. It was a huge problem. Dolce, give me this too. It was a huge problem. So it's the noise, the volume of the bark and the frequency. The frequency of the bark, I mean, you know, as how often he barked was not as bad as the volume. And then I contrast that to Dolce. Her bark is loud. It's very loud. Not as loud as Aussie's, but it's more frequent than Aussie's. So again, it might depend on the type of dog the individual dog that you have. But one thing is for certain, male, female, no matter what kind of Corso you have, it's gonna be a louder bark than most other dogs. So, hello baby boy. So, let me go over here to this other area, because I think the neighbors are out. So whenever, I know some people comment that they can't hear me sometimes. Come on, Oz. And a lot of times that's because I'm trying not to be too loud, because I hear there's a neighbor on the other side of the fence or something. But come on, Oz. This way. Come on, this way. Good boy. Come on. Good boy. But yeah, so I wanted to tell y'all a little background about that is that that's part of the reason I moved out here to the country. So I would be at work back before I moved out here. I'd be at work and I told you. I swear, almost every other day I would get a call from the neighbors and say, Ozzy's barking again. And we're trying to enjoy our backyard and our pool, because they had a pool. They were retired, so they were always home. They could constantly hear Ozzy barking. They said, Noche. And so not only did I just want more land for him to run around on, but I knew I wanted to get another Corso for him to play with, because he stopped playing with Tux, or Tux stopped playing with him, rather. Tux was like, oh, forget it. I'm not even going to risk it. So I was like, yeah, I wanted to get another Corso, and knew that I'd probably need some more land for them to stretch their legs out on. Hello, Tuxie. Hello, me Tux. But so yeah, that is I will say the main reason that I got that I moved was I was tired of the neighbors not. I mean, I like the neighbors a lot, and I was tired of them having to and they were actually tired of having to deal with my dogs, but tired of getting the phone call at work, and it was just not a good situation. And we were always on friendly terms, and it's just I felt bad for them to have to listen to that. It's not fair to them. So at least with a little more land, even though I do have neighbors, I'm sure they can still hear Ozzy barking and Dolce, but I'm hoping that with the more land and space in between the houses, it's less loud, although I know that they can still hear it. And there's less, I was just about to say less reasons for them to bark, but that's not true, because there's a lot of wildlife out here. But I don't know, so far I haven't had any complaints. I've been real sensitive to them about that, and I would always ask them to let me know if it's bothering them. So yeah, so that's a huge consideration that I don't know if many people talk about. It seems like it's an obvious thing, It seems I should have known that and been aware of that before I got the breed, but it honestly, I did not consider it. I didn't consider how much it would be a problem. You baby boy. So yeah, that's a big one. And then going to hotels, if you ever need to go to a hotel with your dog or on a vacation or something, and most people have the weight limit, and sometimes you can kind of, if you have a borderline weight dog, like a lot of places will say, oh, weight limit of 40 pounds or whatever, maybe you can slip your 50 pound dog in, but there's no slipping this dog in. So yeah, anyway, a couple things to consider. I'm waiting for the leaves to drop. I'm guessing by the end of this month, at least by mid-November, most of these deciduous trees should be more almost bare. So Dolce. Anyway, hope everyone's having a good night, and we're gonna get inside and get some dinner, and I will talk to y'all later. Say bye, guys. Bye, y'all.